Well, still having a look at mining, it's harder to get into mining in South Africa than it is in other countries in Africa. That's the word from the Junior Mining Indaba underway in Johannesburg. Delegates heard that in some countries it can take about a day to get prospecting rights, while in South Africa it can take up to a year.
Delegates were told that the challenges facing the industry are even harder on junior miners. They struggle to comply with policies and legislative changes as they require even more resources. Trenta Resources says after battling to get prospecting rights in South Africa, it's been successful doing business in Zambia and would like to try its luck in South Africa again. CEO Humphrey Mate is calling on government to make it easier to do business in the country.
The government must just make the legislation much easier, and the officials must make sure that they implement that legislation a little bit better. You know, I must be able to get a prospecting right in the shortest of period. I must do what is right in terms of the environment and everything else. And the taxes that I pay to the government, those are the taxes that will develop the country. But if we don't do that, if it takes me 6 years to get a prospecting right, of course then it doesn't benefit anybody, nor does it benefit the country.
Experts say making it easier to get into mining will go a long way towards empowering junior miners.
The longer you have to wait, your money is being eroded. That money is going to other investments. People lose interest. People get tired. So if Canada, which is a pretty modern mining company, if Canada for years and years could give people a prospecting right the same day they applied, and if all these other African countries have a very modern system, electronic system, you can go in and you can see who owns what property. You can see it right now. Whereas our system is convoluted. Our system, you don't know who owns what property. And it might take you months, even a year to find out. So if we could just shorten the time for people to get permits, to get a yes or no answer, that alone would make a big difference.
Delegates heard that the weak commodity prices and subdued global demand are impacting harder on smaller miners. This is because the bigger miners are usually able to diversify and have other sources of income. Gloria Sefako, SABC News, Johannesburg.